Welcome to Clarity Currents, the secret podcast with me, Danielle Laura, where I share weekly channeled messages about the energetics of the week and the areas of opportunity so that you know how to work with the energy rather than in resistance to it and know how to leverage it for your highest level good in your business, relationships, health, wealth, spirituality, and legacy. This is Clarity Currents episode for the week of January 15th to the 21st, 2024. Let's dive in. The overall energy this week when I tune into everything is I hear this sizzling sound, almost like you're cooking something delicious on the grill and it's sizzling with all of the juice. It's this energy of this juicy, exciting, how much better can it get type of energy. And I'm going to find out type of energy. I see the words risk-taking, trial and error, following your intuitive pulls, taking a chance, and trusting in magic. It's really the time that you believe that your success and everything you're working towards isn't just a hopeful fantasy, but rather an inevitability. Knock and see what doors are open to you. You've literally got nothing to lose and everything to gain. When I tune into business for this week of the 15th to the 21st, I see a bow and arrow, like this vision of a bow and arrow. And then what do you want? And then in all caps, go for it. You have a limitless energy and drive right now, and you're in this season of practical magic. So how can you allow your intuition to lead you into what next steps to take, and then allow yourself to do that without obstruction or without second guessing? The energy here is definitely around taking the risk, say the thing, do the thing, just freaking go for it. Be magically strategic is what I see here. Again, don't lead with logic. Lead from the depths of your spirit, your most potent intuition, and lean back and watch things unfold better than you could have ever imagined them otherwise. Relationships for this week. So immediately when I tune in, I see this question of what has got to stop? What has got to stop in relationships? Maybe it is a boundary that continues to be crossed repeatedly. Maybe it's something that just drains you in the relationship, whatever type of relationship it is. And whatever it is, this is the week to address it once and for all. I literally see this vision of a train coming to a full stop, right? So forward momentum cannot be had until this is addressed in the highest light of all involved. So lead with love and purity of heart, and really set your desired intention into motion of what you want the outcome of this shift to be in your relationships. Looking into health for this week. So immediately when I tune into health, what are the intentions you set at the new year that you're leaning towards or have already compromised on, right? What are those things that you decided you were going to do that you're like, yeah, I don't know if that's for me anymore, that you're starting to tweak or compromise on? It's time to get hot, honest, open, transparent with yourself and ask why. What's the real reason I don't want to follow through on this commitment? Was it that it wasn't made from the purity of my own heart in the first place? Maybe I was doing this for someone else and not for myself. Or is there some self-sabotage coming in here? And what do I get to shift in order to maintain the commitments that I felt were true for me? I also see this vision of walking on a tightrope and trying to balance on this tightrope so that you don't fall off. So how can you make your commitments to your health feel more easeful and steady to follow through on? We're thinking of the long game here, right? So feel into that. Allow yourself to feel into this intuitively and take those actions accordingly. And also a reminder is coming up here too. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. What feels most true for you is what you get to follow. It's the path of least resistance. So just follow it. Wealth for this week of January 15th to the 21st. When I tune into wealth, I immediately see sowing the seeds. What are the seeds that you can plant now for your wealth that can be grown and nurtured over time? So really continue to think of the long game here. It's not just about a quick win, although those are awesome. It's also about sustainability and the nourishment of your nervous system to receive and hold more over time. So steady, regulated wealth is the new sexy. So peer into, study, research, seek out the counsel of what you really want to learn and grow deeper into as it pertains to your money. Now is the perfect time for deepening your knowledge base and making empowered decisions that aid to your future. Spirituality for this week of January 15th to the 21st. So I really see an inventory here, taking inventory of your spiritual practices. And what are you doing because you feel like you have to, but you're not actually into it, right? Like, did somebody tell you that you should meditate 10 minutes a day because that's going to help you have peace, but like you can't even focus when you're meditating, right? Look at all of those things and give yourself permission to try new spiritual practices that actually allow you to feel so deeply connected, to feel one with your higher self and feel nourished in your mind, body, and spirit. There is no point in doing something if it has an alternate effect of draining you or you feel resistance in doing it. Okay, remember, your spiritual power is your guiding force. So what are you feeding it? And is it aiding to your spiritual bank or is it depleting it? Take inventory of that this week. And make a commitment to try one new spiritual practice this week to broaden your horizons. What's that one thing you've been curious about? This is the week to seek it out. And last but not least, legacy for this week of January 15th to the 21st. So when I tune into legacy, I literally see this vision of a person on a boat, swimming inside of a boat, swimming against the current and struggling. They're swimming up the current and they're paddling, and they're getting exhausted. And the message here is, what if you just swam with the current? It could be this easy, enjoyable ride downstream without paddling. You're just enjoying the view, right? Think of that vision here. This is a metaphor for your commitments that affect your legacy. Where are you making things entirely too hard on yourself? This could be internal dialogue. This could be tangible commitments. It could be obligations or anything in between. Your legacy is not something to force. It's meant to be birthed from the depths of your spirit because it comes from your heart and the overflowing mission through you. And while that mission may not always feel easy, it shouldn't feel resistant either. If your heart could speak, what would it say? Come home to that and redefine your legacy. There you have it, Hot Soul, your intuitive forecast for this week, January 15th to the 21st, 2024. I'm wishing you a deep sense of connection over every part of your life. Until next week.